It just felt like my body was on autopilot and I was just going through the motions. And I just felt so disconnected and I really didn't feel like myself. And that's when I knew that, there's something else going on here. This isn't right. I've experienced burnout a couple of times throughout my undergraduate degree, and it wasn't until recently that I actually learned that what I was feeling and what I was experiencing was in fact burnout. I just thought, I was tired, I wasn't getting enough sleep, I was working too hard, coming up with a bunch of different excuses, but in reality it was actually burnout. So my first burnout started in the spring of my second year, so it was spring of 2019, and it didn't really end until the semester was over. I just remember waking up every day with a persistent headache and just feeling really groggy and everything kind of hazy and, feeling physically tired but also mentally tired, just not being able to focus, not being able to concentrate, not being able to think straight. And since then I've experienced burnout a couple more times, and again just the exhaustion and not being able to physically stay awake. And that was really frustrating for me because I'm someone who wants to do my best in everything I do. I want to give 110% in everything, but when your body physically isn't allowing you to do that, that's really frustrating. I've just constantly been in work mode and it's exhausting and it's not healthy. The problem is that it's normalized as student life to feel this way. You're gonna be tired, you're gonna have to attend all your classes, work part-time to pay for your studies, try to maintain somewhat of a social life, but it's not a sustainable way to live and it's not healthy. And it's important to recognize when you're feeling tired, just listen to your body. Burnout is your body's way of telling you it's time to hit the brakes, you need to stop. And if you just keep pushing yourself, it's not going to make it any better, it's just going to get worse. But on top of it, just being aware that what you're experiencing is burnout, I think is really important. So I hope that by sharing my story, it helps other students live healthier lives and just change the culture around student life and make it healthy and sustainable. I think that that's really important.